How many?
So that is for the girls. So it's a skirt and skirt and top. Okay. You can take full picture when we finish. And then the boys. The boys. Now. Okay. Yeah. The school uniform, if you look at it, has some designs in it. There is the Ghana flag in it, which symbolizes patriotism and then the sense of belonging. There's a certificate which talks about graduation from the basic to secondary school, and then there's a graduation cap symbolizing intelligence and superiority, and then there's books which is in there for knowledge, for empowerment. We always say that knowledge is power. So these are the 4 key things that are in there that talk about, gives us some idea about what the need for the change. In the course of the week, we'll give you more details about these ones, the uniforms. Ladies and gentlemen, the other issue that is also very important that we need to address is the financial provisions for education. Ladies and gentlemen, government is committed to the development of education and has demonstrated this commitment by making adequate provision for education. The following presents a status of state of the payments made within the education system. Now, we will give you a breakdown of all payments that have been made to date. And the breakdown will also give you the arrears that were outstanding, some as far arrears that were outstanding as of 2016, and all those that have been cleared. So, but for the highlights of that, we are talking about capitation grants. We are talking about SHS and TVET subsidies, feeding grant to special schools, administrative grant to the regional offices, administrative grant to district education offices, and then administrative grants to circuits, which is something that never existed. So that has been done. Now, it is significant to state at this point that this is the first time in the history of Ghana Education Service that budgetary provision and budgetary releases have been made to circuits to ensure improved supervision of schools for teaching and learning. Each circuit in 2018 received a total amount of 2,500 per year. For the current year, it is expected that each circuit will receive 4,200. Again, in 2016, administrative grants to regional offices was 1,000 Ghana cedis per regional office. This increased to 40,000 in 2017 and up to 50,000 in 2018. And for the current academic year, it is expected that each regional office will get an amount of 100,000 Ghana cedis. For the district administrative grant, it used to be 1,000 per district per year. This increased to 6,000 in 2017 20,000 in 2018, and for the current academic year, it is estimated it is estimated that the district will receive 32,000 by the end of the year. For junior high schools, out of a budgetary release of 899 million, senior high schools, as a budgetary release of 899 million 524,466.30, an amount of 794 million and 76,339 has been disbursed for the 2017-2019 academic year. 2017-2018 academic year. 2017-18. For the current academic year, out of a budgetary release of 772 million 199,222, an amount of 541 million 102,352,000 have been disbursed so far. Specifically in relation to the academic intervention, in the past, the teachers, the schools were taking the PTA and other things to do extra classes and things like that. And we came up and said that those things were distracting a lot of students, were preventing a lot of students from getting access to education. So we put a temporary halt on that. Now, in place of that, government decided to give what we call academic intervention, something to motivate the schools, the teachers, and the staff to be able to work. And it was broken into two. We had 70, it was a total of 70 students, 70 Ghana cedis per student, broken into 20 and then 50. Now, for that amount, a total of 56,861,750 was earmarked for the program, out of which 52,622,750 has been disbursed. This is for both teaching and non-teaching staff in the schools. And we have also given guidelines for the disbursement that has also gone out along with the release. Ladies and gentlemen, I will wish to pause here, and if there are other issues that we want to.
I want to show the curriculum.
Okay. Syllabus for basic schools, primary 1 to 3. You have the 4 to 6 as well. And then we also have the 4 to 6. This is creative arts. This one is creative arts. So we have for all the areas that, so the samples are here.
And then training manual.
Then this is also a copy of the training manual. This is also a copy of the training manual. The NACA has drawn up a program to interact with publishers on how to develop the textbooks for the program. So we expect that by September, all these things would have been done. In fact, this afternoon, I think, is it 12 o'clock or thereabout? We have a meeting with NACA on the timelines and the roadmap that we are pursuing. Thank you very much for your audience.
This is the assessment.
National assessment.
National assessment from class 2, class 4, and then one more details. On that.
Okay. National assessment.
The core areas.
Last time the curriculum was reviewed was in 2007. And from my presentation, as I indicated, by the international best practice, at least we should have done it every 5 years. So that is the answer to it. Now, for the assessment, I think someone asked about the scope of the, we said we're going to have national assessment, primary 2, primary 3, primary 4, primary 6. Now, the assessment that we're talking about, it's something that in education we call formative assessment, or let me say remedial. It's assessment to let us know where the students have challenges, so that you try to help them to resolve these challenges before they go and write a final exam that is for them to go to SHS. So once you are in the school, as we indicated, we don't do this national assessment. Of course, the teachers do their formative assessments in their classrooms and all that, the termly and then the class test and all that. But this time, as a nation, we want to have a clear idea that the class 2 students or pupils, we have set some standards. We're saying that class 2, you should have reached this level. So at the end of class 2, we want to assess and see that, oh yes, they are achieving the levels that we want them to achieve. If they are not achieving those levels, what are the issues? What are the challenges? What are the things that interventions and remedies that we can put in before they move on? You know, we don't want to have a situation where somebody will finish maybe class 6 and then the person says, I can't write my name. So for the 6 years that we've been in school, what were you doing? You know, so that is why we want to be doing that national assessment at various points to make sure that by the time we are sending students to go and write the final exam, the BECE, we have a clear idea. Now, as part of the standard base, we are also going to equip students with some competencies. And I believe we all hear, sometimes there are situations where people are talking that somebody has even finished university but cannot write a CV or a application letter and things like that. We believe that at every level that you finish, you should have some basic competencies, and all these have been spelled out in the curriculum and then the syllabuses that we have presented. Yeah.
Just a follow-up. Will this affect their progression on the academic level? So, for instance, if you do assessment and I'm unable to write my name at class 2, is it going to affect my progression?
It won't affect your progression. Now, the standard base that we are talking about, at every point that a teacher teaches something, he's supposed to do some form of assessment to know that this is what I want the class to know. Kofi or Kwesi or Kwame, has he been able to reach there? If he has not been able to reach there, then you put in some measures to ensure that this person is able to read there. You also have in your class, you may have extreme students doing very well. Do you have to let them wait for this group of students? You also then know how you can pitch the person's teaching and learning so that he can also move at the pace that he wants to be moving. Yeah. So all these things have been spelled out. The trainings that are going to go on, the monitoring and everything have been spelled out to ensure that we get it right. Yeah. Denying that. but we are talking about the dramatization. For all these years, we've been writing on the board, haven't we? In fact, this idea of end of term exams that we do the printing. For those of us who belong to old school, we never had it that way. When it is time for exams, teacher would let us go out there, and then he would close the doors. Even in those days, window, you close the doors and the windows, and he didn't even have light in the classroom. I don't know how they even managed that. And then he will be in there, write it on the board, and then when he finishes, he will let you come in. When you are coming in, hey, don't look on the board. You have to look. You have to go straight and go and sit down. Sometimes you sit down, you have to put your head on the desk till the teacher says, "Now start work," before you do that. And I never saw any teacher climbing a ladder. I never saw any teacher who felt that the questions were too many that he has to write on the floor or go beyond the blackboard and then write on the walls.
When it is white.
Yeah? So that is the dramatization that we are talking about. Yes. But it doesn't. We are not saying that they shouldn't have written on the board or they should write on the board. That dramatization, climbing a ladder. Why was it not released? Okay. Now, if you followed what I read, we have indicated that we want to use the capitation for the payment of the examination fees. And the capitation is not only for payment of, we've broken it down to cover other things that, for example, there are some communities where teachers and heads have to do enrollment drive. The children don't come to school, so they have to go into the communities to do enrollment drive. And in doing that, they need some money to do that. They need money to do culture, which is very key. They need money to do sports, which is very key. So out of this capitation, they do all these things. Then we also, at the central point, get them chalk, we get them teacher's notebook, and then we get them school registers. Now, we realize that the capitation, it's part of the budget, and the way that the budget operates, the budget lines are different from our academic lines and things like that. They have their quarterly releases. So, for example, if you want to wait to the end of the term when maybe it doesn't coincide with our budgetary release, then what do? You have to wait. And that is the reason why we have decided that we'll rather work to get copiers for them, photocopiers, which will be put in all the district offices. And then all that they need, for every district, there is an examination officer. Every district has an examination officer. When you go to the schools, they have examination officers. Some of them have even done examination committees. So it's a matter of, once we have the copiers to be doing that for photocopying and also for the examinations especially, at the end of the term, they plan it well, said that they have a timetable for the printing of the examination copiers. In fact, we are looking to acquire copiers that will be on lease to us. Copiers that will be on lease instead of buying the copiers. They are on lease. The consumables, like the toner and those things, when they get finished, whoever leased it to us will come and change them. It is pay as you print. So at the end of a given period, the lease arrangement will decide. Maybe at the end of the month, at the end of the term, at the end of the year. We don't know those details yet. But we want a situation where the person will go in and look at what we have printed so far, bring it, and then we agree that if it is 1 CD, 2 CD, then we pay. So when we do that, what it means is that you don't need, people will even be cautious about how they do that, because out of this capitation, as and when it comes, we will then arrange with that person and then be paying the person in bulk on these issues. So that is for the capitation. Yes, it's been increased to 10 cities. It's been increased to 10 cities. So we've done the breakdown. In fact, when we did our breakdown, 4 cities was going to go for the printing, you know. But from our discussions with the teachers, the head teachers, and the directors of education, we realized that the 4 cities might even go for just a term. You know, so this arrangement that we want to bring, we believe that will help us to resolve that issue. Once we bring this arrangement, we monitor it over a period. If there are any issues or challenges, we will try to resolve them to make sure that we don't want a situation where a student or a people will be denied access to education because your parent, not you, the student, your parent has not paid your printing fee. If government is supporting everything that will let you be in school, and then for 4 cities or for 3 cities, you are denying access to what government is providing, we don't think that it is proper. Okay. Then the school,
whether it's free or
yeah, the school uniform. For now, the arrangement that we know is that for basic schools, parents buy the school uniform. For basic schools, parents buy the school uniform. Now, our arrangement, we're going to give more details on this, but our arrangement is that this thing will be, we will phase the old one out, or the current one. It will be phased out. It is, we're not going to make it said that if you don't have the uniform, you don't go to school. So we'll draw out the program and then give more details as to where to acquire it and how and all that. So we'll give those details in due course.
The churches who own the schools, are they okay with the
You said one of the deficiencies was an absence of a performance system. Something about performance.
Down to junior secondary school. Currently, what we know is that parents buy. It is not government who buys. However, we have some deprived areas where government has decided to be buying. So over the years, we buy for those deprived areas, and this has been going on for a couple of years now. So as far as we are concerned, that arrangement has not changed. It is parents who will buy. As to the market price, I don't have the market price, but I'm not sure it will be anything beyond the current the current market price. I'm not very sure it will be anything beyond that. For then faith based.
It's a matter of color.
Yes, so it's a matter of colors. You know, they could go for this the format that, but using their own colors as they have preferred. Yeah. So that is. Are you okay with your question?
No, I mean, the design, they can go for the design, but with different colors.
Yes. So the skirt and skirt and top, and then yes.
you can use their colors.
That will identify them.
Yeah.
I mean, if it is printed from the factory, so Presby will be blue, Catholic maybe white. Or
Yeah.
But the symbols will have to remain.
Yes, those things will have to be in there. Yeah.
Both for private schools and
Private schools.
Private schools, they decide to wear the one that. Yes. Have you answered?
Yes.
Okay. Convincingly. Thank you. What's the other point?
No, he's answered.
Yes, that one is gone. This one is gone.
Assessment.
Import of ICT. Yes, ICT. it's a strong, it plays an integral part of the curriculum. And I believe when we are done, you may have the opportunity to just browse through and flip through, and then you will see some of the things in there. So ICT is key, is key in there. Now, the idea of also changing blackboards. In fact, in Greater Accra, a number of our schools use the whiteboards. A number of them use the whiteboards, and we intend to go that way. But you also need to realize that there are other things that we want to also be doing. You know, for example, I believe that you may be talking about if it's changed, you may raise the issue. They are sitting under the tree, and you want them to, you know. So some of these issues, as far as we are concerned, the issue of writing on a board shouldn't be so much of an issue. It shouldn't be so much of an issue for teaching and learning, you know. But as we go on, as technology improves, we will continue to change those things. I believe that we'll get to a point where we may even be using PowerPoints and things like that. But it's gradual, and we're working towards that, and we hope that we'll get there. From which class do they start the ICT? Is it French? You said French was from
Computing is basic.
ICT.
Computing. This one P4 to P6. Yeah, P1 to P3. They will still be doing something about ICT, but it's integrated in their program. Yeah. So when we finish, we can just look through this and questions and answers. And then teacher accountability. Teacher accountability is something that we are continuously doing, and it's also something that we will continue to enhance on it. If you have listened to news, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, we have even signed an agreement with what's the name? Alliance, Millennium Promise Alliance, and it is all in line with teacher accountability. The system that we have introduced, we piloted it with UNICEF in 20 districts, and now the Millennium Promise is going to help us to roll it out to the whole country. It's a system that we call Mobile School Record Card, and it helps us to monitor teacher attendance in schools, and then student attendance and other things in the school. So the monitoring is something that we do. Again, if you listen to my presentation, we've made special provision for school supervision, which in the past wasn't there. When you go into our districts, we put the schools into circuits, and for every circuit, you have supervisors, and on the average, every supervisor has about 10 schools to be visiting, you know. So we've made this provision. So there are mechanisms that we've put in to make sure that the teachers also do what it's required of them. Yeah. They are subjects. They are the things that they have to be learning. In fact, KG, seriously, it is not. It's a, you know. So we've put them into themes, you know, and learning outcomes. So we have the literacy, we have the numeracy, our world, our people, and creative arts, you know. So those breakdowns, when we finish, we'll give you all those breakdowns. Yeah. The suspension of the PTA dues. We share the view that you share, that education is a shared responsibility, and at all times we will want all the partners to be part of it. Now, if you've followed the issues closely, at the beginning of the academic year, we issued a directive, And in that directive, we indicated that PTAs are voluntary associations, and they are also associations not part of the key school system, but they work with the schools. They are independent, let me say that. So we want them to operate as independently as they can. And we gave the example of the old students associations and all other associations that we have. Now, old students association, if they want to contribute something to a school, what they usually do is that they will go and have interaction with the school management and the school board, and then they will all agree that we need this or that. They go back to their members. They tell them that this is, the executives will do that. They go back to their members and say, this is what our alma mater needs. We are contributing an amount of maybe 100,000. And then people then decide on how much they want to pay. Out of the 100,000, if it is a structure that they are putting up, there are even situations where some of them will say that we will give some of the materials, instead of giving the money. And they do that, and then they go and sometimes donate the things to the school, or sometimes they themselves will supervise the project. And then when it is done, they hand it over to the schools. So we issued a statement and said PTA should operate as independent organizations, associations. We don't want PTA levies and PTA issues to interact with the learning activities of the children. We don't want a situation where a student is denied access to education because his or her parent has not paid PTA dues. And we said it clearly. So the directive went out, only for us to realize that that directive is being abused. That directive is being abused. In spite of all the food and everything that government is supplying, there are some schools who then said that, in fact, we have had reports of students even saying that they are eating too much. But there are also schools who then said that they want to enrich the food of the children, so they are charging more. And then there are schools where we had, in one instance, the school said they were building a pavement, and they were charging the students 400 Ghana cedis. And that school, incidentally, my niece is there, and I pay her everything. So I have to pay the 400 Ghana cedis. You can imagine, pavement. Meanwhile, with or without pavement, we believe that teaching and learning can go on. And by the psyche that we have about some of these things, once a head or a school authority has said that bring this, even when they don't make it compulsory, a lot of parents and a lot of students will stay out of school. And we also have situations where some schools deny the students access to teaching and learning, which is very bad. And that is why we said we have suspended it, and we are now going to revise it. We're working to make sure that we bring it up. We are very mindful of the things that parents should be doing. We are very mindful of the things that parents should be doing. Somebody asked about the uniform, and as we indicated, as far as we are concerned, for basic schools, KG to JHS, it is parents who buy the uniforms. Now, for SHS, government buys one off. What it means is that when you go to school, it gives you the first set. If it is given to you today and tomorrow you misplace it, it is your parent who will have to do that. So for the SHS, it might even seem that parents are not contributing, but there are things that parents contribute. All the things that are given to students one off. When you have exhausted their use, or you have outgrown your uniform and things like that, you have to provide. The parents provide. For example, exercise books. government provides a certain set of exercise books. It is the responsibility of parents to also buy the additional ones and then add up to it. So we have not in any way prevented parents from participating in school. What we have said is that they should use innovative ways of contributing. They can decide to, for example, do on the days that they go to the school, do fundraising. They can decide to go and do fundraising and then decide that this fundraising we are raising to go and build this structure or to support this project. And nobody will have any qualms with them. But we don't want a situation where parents' inability to pay is tied up to the student and the student is denied the classes. Oh, okay. And the second question was, when will the uniform be rolled out? I think that one we have already answered it, from the next academic year. But we have also indicated that it will be phased out. So, yeah, how do we make
teaching and learning practical?
How do we make teaching and learning practical? I believe we have also indicated that, and in one of the responses, I talked about situations where people are not even able to write their names, and people are not able to write application after they have finished a certain level. So we are putting in the competencies. Sorry. We are putting in the competencies. Metro. So your question, we are putting in the competencies. If you go through these ones, you will see what we are talking about. We're putting in the competencies to ensure that some basic competencies that you should have. When we say this person has finished JHS, when we say this person has completed or he's moving from classes to some basic things that we are putting those practical things. And that practical things we will do through the trainings that we're going to give to the teachers, the continuous professional development, and then also the development of the various teaching and learning materials to support their teaching and learning. Yeah. Okay. SHS 3, I indicated that for SHS 3, what we need to note is that when we drew up the timetable and realized that they were doing the semester, we also realized that there's a point where they will be writing exams. So they will not be finishing a semester. In between a semester, they would have finished and then gone home. So we indicated that the teachers who are doing that should shorten the holidays and then use part of the holidays for the teaching and learning. But government had already made provision for what we have indicated here as intervention. And I indicated that as of now, 669 schools that we have all their accounting details and everything correct. We have sent a total amount of 52 million plus, and we've disbursed to them. And that is what is meant to pay those extra teaching and whatever that they did. We've also given them guidelines as to how to disburse those money, so that we don't want a situation where they will come back and say, when the money came, this person took it and all that. So we've done all that, and the monies have been sent. Yeah. Now, you say, you school home come. You who say education and now say school home come on the idea. Say a here pa memo. Intino, you da masema ba na mo beti. And then you perceive a can and yama beye me and son answer na. Did kind your school university curriculum. At the end I your train. And crater won't share one home. Na curriculum no. So we share the we are seeing na yena ni papa mu pa no be mfie num bia ye se ye hwe enema ya ekose se curriculum aye kan no ye kire nkwara no enema a ebetumi mo omonso matumi abebo bra power ewo oman num nti se enema esesa wo oman num enema esesa wo wiase a na ese ye nso yetumi sesa enema a ye kire no na nkwaraa no nso ɔmutumi ɛte ɔmo abrabɔ n'ase na ɔmutumi ɛde boa ɔman no kaakɔ nti bɛyɛ 2017 ɛna minister ɛte ekuo bi a ɔfrɛ no ministerial advisory committee na ɔyɛ sɛ ɔmo nhwɛ 2017 ɛna ɔyɛ sɛ ɔmo nhwɛ yɛ curriculum no de ohwɛ mu a yɛde yɛn nsa kan yɛ ɛsesan mu no ɛyɛ 2007 nti na kyerɛ sɛ saa mfie no yɛntumi anhyɛ da ani so nti minister yɛ sɛ ɔmo nhwɛ na anim ha yɛ a ɔmo nyɛ ho adwuma na ekuo a ɛhyɛ ministry n'ase a ɔmo yɛ ho adwuma no yɛfrɛ ɔmo NACA, National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. Enti NACAfoɔ no edi anim ɔmo chairman a yɛfrɛ no Professor Osei Kwatin a ɔwɔ Cape Coast, University of Cape Coast. Ɔmo di anim ɛna ɔmo yɛ saa committee na minister teyɛ no ɔmo nso ɛyɛ bibi yɛfrɛ no framework ɔmo kyerɛ yɛn ɔmo ma yɛn nneɛma bi a ɛsɛ sɛ ɛba curriculum a ɛyɛ yɛ ɔmo fi hɔ no ɔmo ne nkɔfo bebree hyiahyia yɛ ɛkuakuo bebree ministry for teacher council for NCTE university for colleges of education union for directors of education ekuakuo bebree a ma chọchọ ha enom de be ma mo eni omu hia nti omu keka omu ti bo mu an omu wi omu bibia no so omu de akoto cabinet anim e ma cabinet apene so say next academic year year 2019-2020 academic year no saa insakraye no de aba curriculum no yemfa enye adwuma NACAfoɔ no nso omu de curriculum no abre GES omako GES council akọ present e de ama na om de akọ hye omunsa e na council so say om de abre wo GES ase ya management yen so ye de ba be di dwuma na insakraye kakra aba wo mu no de di kan ni say o hwe KG4 a nka no no mo esuasua nema bebre na say no om nema no yakeka bom na nko musua nema be ya ahoro be ye enso se o kan subject abeka se subject be ye enso say yakeka bom ya ye no teams yakeka bom nema bi a esese ni nyina na yaka bom ba ko e fa nkontasem ni yaka bom bia ufa akenkan ne no so yaka bom eno no hwe ni saa na o yakeka bom ti be ye 9 first na ye enso say aba 9 ufa primary school upper primary ni lower primary for no so a omonso omoniema no yahye kena niema no musua no subjects na ye be 8 na emum no first na ufa subject ba kwa niema no bebre na wom sese no subject ba ko pe na emum ye team pa yahye kena ena no pa ho a sene na yesi kire ya de no eno nso ye pese yesesa no ye de ba sese ne yesi friend standard based curriculum the person actually say akwara bia say so wo class 1 na ntomra onwie class 1 no na eniema bi wo ho a esese wahu tisi akasa akwara wie class 1 na chese odim eniema bi a chese sa de ampa wa wie class 1 san watumi akonani nti sa standard based curriculum no ade ba akon ebe yenso ne say teacher na de kire no ebe yesunko kakra o kire na de no wie a obehwe ahu se akwara ya me kire no ade sa nkunta yemfa nse brofu ebe ka se multiplication what multiplication as on tia se de be na etosin won multiplication no ntia esese ye boa no mo oye ntia no brofu ebe ka se obeye formative assessment na oye formative assessment na afọ aye remedial ama akwara no na watumi say answer na obekọ nanim no no onim sa ne ma ye abakosem in fact ukọ America no mo ne US UK no mo ne ade a o mabakosem mo mfe ni abrokra say ade ba kwa ba be say abakosem no eno nso ebeye ade a ufi class 1 a copy class 6 de compulsory biara besua oman abakosem so mohwe ma yesi ye bibi e frɛ no 4 hours reading writing, arithmetic and creativity no sa abakosem no so usua abakosem a eboa pa wo sa creativity na ye ka no if say abakosem no nye say o kan na sa akwa o ya o ye mfato ho ema ebuebue wadwe mo ye discussion mo ye nkita hodie no ne ade ema o te ase yi into history efi class 1 ekopim class 6 de obi a be history history of Ghana oman no history ye be ena RME eno nso eye subject na eno nso ye be kire ni bi eno nso ye be ebi wo ha niam na bi wo ha ya keka abom ba RME de eno a be gina as subjects no ba kwa be kire ena PE nso eno nso hia e pa say nipa no so oni ahoden a untumi nye bibia enti na yese da bia omtumi tinto ompom ni ade nti PE nso stand alone subject I know so ye be kire upper primary 4 efi class 4 the copim class 6 nso omu nyina omu beye French bia beye French na enjeche ya nie yedi kan ye be training nkofo bia be from master trainers omu no nipa beye oha ane aduonum na omu no nso akwa training nkofo wo ya regions no mom so be kwa training nipa beye empem miensa ene ahankron no musu wia no musu akọ training KG teacher for ene primary school teacher for omu nyina so musu be training beye oha aduonum mienu 52,000 aduonum 152,000 empem say Obaka o mokwa ko bo ayi no maka say director kra ohunu ka munya ko mpem oha aduonum mienu aha enti KG ne primary school for mpem oha aduonum mienu teacher for no na omonso just omonso ye be kire se ne sa curriculum fufuro ye be kwan a ombefa so obe ye sa ayi no ye wi a ye important ni ade nyina so ye ne nakafo no edin sa wo so ene ikrai ye share meeting se dumienu ye be ye meeting ye be ye sa nhihye ni nyina enti de ye sremo ene se mu bebo hu dawro ma ahyete ma nipa bebre ate ase ye be sremo nso se bibia ye be ka bia monte ase no ye wo homomra ni enkyerechire mu we ye ade a eye o mamu ni nyina de enti no ehia se ye de bekwa akoye hu dede bia ye nte ase na ebe ye yu na aduma potie pese ye die no broni be se importance no ebe yira nti we de ehia me pa em gidi nso sa mo nso kra ehia mo chen nti mummi amani na mummu ayen wo eno de etoso biom nso a enenso yada na die school atare foforo a yepese JHS fo efiase ehye JHS fo no so wo tiom di na yesi junior high school ena SHS no ye senior high school nti omu nyina omu ye high school ana omu ye secondary school fo na emom ye ha hyehye ne send esitie no ye JHS ni nyina omu ne primary school fo ne wo omu wo compound baako sese ne yepese ye mom ahyenso bi a omu no ebe ma omu ebe so omu nkran se omu ye mpanifo omu ye seniors omu ye lower even omu ye lower seniors enti aban cabinet apene so se yemfa atare fufuro yense so matare yemfa atare fufuro ya ye de kire mu emra na saa atare no ahyenso bi ewuwom nyema beye miensa na ase enan bi wo yedi kan ye Ghana flag no na eno no yɛse ɛkyerɛ brofum yɛbɛka sɛ ɔman ho dɔ patriotism so wobɛtu ho asi hɔ na wode asom ɔman no na flag no nso onim sɛ flag no nso ɛka yɛ bom enti no yɛka sɛ sense of belonging ɛma wo hu sɛ woyɛ ɔman ba ɛna wokɔ sukuu a wowie sukuu no adeɛ baako yɛ ana yɛde ma yɛn ɛyɛ certificate enti certificate no nso ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛno nso ɛkyerɛ sɛ akwaraa no ofi sese wafi primary na ɛyɛ nkwaraa mu kakra no aba mpanin mu enti certificate no nso da atare no ɛna wobɛhu sɛ wowie school na sɛ yɛma wabodie krataa ɛyɛ ane yɛ watare a yɛhyɛ na atare no ɛwɔ ɛkyɛ nti yɛde ɛkyɛ no ato hɔ a ɛkyerɛ sɛ akwaraa no ohu a ɛbɛkyerɛ ne sɛ wadi intelligence onimadeɛ ɛna wanya nimdeɛ ɛna books nso wohwɛ mu a yɛkɔ school a yɛsua adeɛ nneɛma ɛboa yɛn yɛsua adeɛ no titiri baako nso yɛ book nti book nso ɛda adeɛ no mu a ɛno nso ɛboa ma wo sɛ wokɔ school na wakɔ akɔsua adeɛ nti ɛno nso ɛyɛ nhyehyɛe a ɛba nti next academic year a ɛbɛ start 2019-2020 academic year no ɛna yɛbɛfi ɛno ase na wobɛbisa sɛ akwara atare no yɛ ti sɛ mo yɛ no compulsory so biara nkɔhyɛ bia na sɛ no yɛsɛ ebia na akwara bi wɔ hɔ kra na wofo atɔ atare no bia ama ne deda deɛ ɔmo hyɛ no baako no ɛwɔ hɔ deda na emom brɔfo yɛ ka sɛ yɛbɛ face now nkakra akra nti yɛfi ase a ɔmo betumi atɔ bi sɛsi a no ɔmo bɛtɔ na yɛkɔ yɛ nim no na ɔmo nso ɔmo yɛ yɛbɛma mo nhyehyɛe yɛbɛma ɔman no nyinaa nhyehyɛe a yɛde bɛfa so a yɛde bɛsesa atare no ɛnkyɛ biara yɛbɛsan ayɛ press statement anaasɛ yɛde guidelines no ɛbɛba na obiara ehu baabi a bɛnya no atɔ ne boɔ ne nyinaa no nanso yɛgidi sɛ ne boɔ no ɛnyɛ foforɔ biara ɛnkɔdɔɔso biara nkyɛn baako na ɛwɔ hɔ no mo deda no
fees
ɛde ebi no
fees
capitation okay enti yadeɛ baako nso a ɛnɛ nso yɛne mo adi ho nkɔmmɔ ɛyɛ sikasɛm a yɛde ɛbɔ yɛn education no ho ban na ma menka na mensi so sɛ yɛn a yɛwɔ education mu ha sɛ yɛda aban ase paa sɛ aban ne nhyehyɛeɛ a ɔyɛeɛ no bɛdi so paa ma seesei no sikasɛm no yɛn ho nhaahan bebree saa deɛ ɛyɛ ne sɛ aban wɔ mmerɛ a ɔde ɛma ne sika ɛnso mmerɛ biara ɔma sika no ɔde ma ne agencies ne nyinaa yɛn ɔkaeɛ paa yɛdeɛ ɛm sɛ ɔkaeɛ koraa kyɛn obiara enti seesei a no biribi te sɛ capitation a ɛkɔ schools biribi te sɛ subsidy a yɛde ma SHS foɔ administrative grant wokɔ yɛ offices a ɔmo sika a ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo nsa ka na ɔmo de ɛyɛ adwuma feeding grant a yɛde ma special schools ne nyinaa no aban atotototum sɛ wofa list yi a ekura mi yi a mede bɛma mo a ɛsiane sɛ mmerɛ nti no memmobɔ so na mmom wohwɛ list no so abɛhu sɛ saa nneɛma ayɛ a meka nyinaa aban atumi atuatua ne nyinaa deɛ nansɛn nso ɛbaeɛ a na ɛno nso ɛyɛ asɛm a ɛyɛ asɛm hia na ɔman no nyinaa ani di akyire ɛyɛ examination fee no deɛ yɛka ne sɛ wohwɛ free compulsory basic education na ɛyɛ aban asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ sɛ akwaraa no bɛsua adeɛ na osua adeɛ nso assessment ɛka ho bi nti assessment no nso yɛ aban asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ na yɛyɛ assessment a ɛsɛ anaasɛ akwaraa no kɔyɛ nsɔhwɛ a ɛsɛ deɛ yɛmpɛ a yɛaka ne sɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ akwaraa bi yes ni papa na ne maame antumi antua printing fee ntini apam no ya ma na nsua de na nsen bim yete se ofin so baabi ka akọbọ akwara yes apam ne so onkonkwaje 3 cedis enfemra editan bi kura behwe na akwara ne ye kg ni akwara ai ni aka na si abonten ana se bi wo hono ma ni ama no ete yesua de ne yes ma wonsua de in fact se mubisa me chairman sisi a our classical example of sabibia school no won fie nchen ho no ma teacher ni no sa enti ya nhihye na nhihye no nanka ya person ki wi ansa na term no adu awie but yentumi capitation no ya nhihye ya sisi ye be ma districts ni nyina printing machines printer photocopier machines ye be ma every district bia no uko district officer your examination officer uko school bia so omo so examination committee e wo hono mo omo ni omo ebe ye plan se bedu ensohwe mrena omo be ba no ma ba print sa enema no se ye pe obi a obema ye printer enye ye ni ye kwakotua printers naka odema ye printer ne se ya oba be sesa no se to na sa wo mu a oba be sesa no se ye print a dodo a ye be print no ene ye be hwe ho na ye tua neka nti so oba na oba hwe so na o se ma print 10 sheets na ya hwe ho ne ye tua neka nti eno no enye district na betua de mo de beba na capitation na eba no from Abanho street no na yate ansa na capitation no de aka na yese ko district ne akọ class we ko schools no so ye de amount right now teacher for na dan same say hu so omo gina atwede so na omo tro ne ade no obi be bisa say enti da bia omo tro ma de wo class a omo gina atwede so na omo tro ana say omo tro wo form ana omo tro ban no ho sa nya blackboard no so ana omo tro ade a yehu ye ne anye ho kra ye ne anye ho kra ye nyi ni say teacher ni no ade ba ko a wo ye nso ne say oye model wona oye ahyenso bi ankofo hwe so wona wo no udi kan oye leader enti ye mpese ye teacher for mbe ye sa ne ma ya say ya ye nhihye ya se me kan ye no ye hwe say sa examinations no omo ye enkoye yobium ye be print ya mo na enkwara na nya kwan esua omade SIC life aban eni ebedi nkita ho bi say a teacher for enye teacher for nkwa na GS staff ni nyina no aban enkofo ye ne do so pa na ohwe nso a say emre bia no pe bibia obetumi aye ma omo ho be ha omo to ne ebedi nkita ho say opese oye bibia ebe kan say ebe boy ebe ma broni brofo ebe kan say welfare bi edemai na insurance so bi ko yare mu ana se bibi sina obi hu emfa na bibi sa obetumi akwaje sa insurance no nti ono no aban no tua bi na wonso na wonso benya ho faso no wonso watua bibi kakra utia 10 cedis bosumi bia na ye nhyehyɛ no ye program ye say June ye afi etwam June 2018 June ye say ye be fiase ni atete omo nhyehyɛ no anwie peye na controller and accountant fiase teye enti ebeye eyi kakra enti ye sa controller and accountant won ye sre ne say mema onti say sika no na ye nhyehyɛ no nya nwie peye ye sa so tro e ma teacher fo ni nyina ka kyerɛ mo say e pom kyɛw na nhyehyɛ no sɛ ne sitie no sɛ wo ayade a wani nye ho a SIC for na my forms nipa bebree ya fill forms no nipa be 1770 oma fill forms no ma oma jom sika say ya ne say ya PRO say wo ya district nyina yama SIC for no oma hia ya education ya district directors ya regional directors nso oma hia omo e ma regional directors no so aye plan omo ne district directors na hia egu ho abo sa ade no ho daru in fact ye fi ase re ni unions no e na ye ya e ma kire entiase baaye ma omo ti ase sa ade na enye eye wa na beboa nti no se wo no ugidi se enya ade a wani je ho a wokọ a omo de usika be ma na se na me ka no omo tuya nkofo bebre sika mo nipa be ye apem ahanso de omo tuya omo sika e de ama na omo gusonso tuya obi a opese ofiri mu bia na se ka se ye twen se wo a wo pen wa ya broni ba se ya government aye the commitment nti no sa commitment no de ama obia nti so de wo so wompa eno ane se uyu hu firi nti ye ntwen ya se ye mpese ye betwen se mo a mo pen mo mra ansa na yakọ government wo se nipa edu na ba ye nti no ye mo se ewumu ana se biom be ka ho a ne ye kwan ye sa akọ ne ho bio ye ntumi nya sa nti wo no ono no di kan aka se ono no atua ne de no wo a wo mpe no unya ye a na SIC fo nso aban de na ewumu omo de na ade akọ akoma no medam ase se maba na ye di nkomo